Alrighty, welcome back. We're gonna play some more Metaphor, ReFantazio. We're gonna do our thing. I don't even remember what we're doing. I'm trying to think. It's been like a week. So I think we finished like the main thing. We did everything we were supposed to do, and now we're gonna like go to the next like dungeon area. I don't remember. I'm having a hard time remembering. Maybe somebody will remind me. But for now, let's see. Hulkenberg.
Hey.
I asked Fabian for a map of Martira, and she gave me the one from Girius's personal effects. It covers all the main roads. We may have found one in town. Oh yeah, we have to go to this other town so that we can be part of the like selection group or something. Yeah. We have to like fight the biggest monster to prove that we're like worth it. Now I remember.
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly. So please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while. Of course. We gotta... Alright. So, I'm not sure if there's something we're supposed to do. I don't think I have anything to do. Why does she have the exclamation point? Okay, so we can't go out. Can I pet the dog? Should we talk to Gallica? I wonder what kind of crowd is going to be at the opening ceremony tomorrow. Thinking about it has got me a little excited. Yeah. Do we just go to bed then? Can we go to bed? Is that how it works?
Good night.
Let's go. Rest.
Can I come in?
Oh, Maria. What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
You don't have to worry.
It's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said.
Uh-huh.
And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it?
Yes.
Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as
Alright, it's a promise. Didn't we promise last time? And her dad died. So
It's a promise.
maybe not the smartest to promise, but let's do it anyways, I guess.
Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Maria is waiting for us to return home and regale her with tales of strange and distant places we visit.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa, so thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Oh, I do.
Now that you mention it, I do.
She stabbed that guy in the back.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. Ah, you needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Let her read.
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account.
Yes.
This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good.
Okay. Trying to figure out what's the best way for this, because for me, I can't see when it's like that. Alright. This might be better. Sorry about that.
Oh, I suppose. 'Tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream, 'tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on.
So she wants to save the prince, right? Like really, really wants to save the prince.
Judah!
Lady Juna!
Who is that? Is she like some religious person? Oh, she's a singer. Okay. Now I get why she's famous.
As here we stand, let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky, blue and white. Faraway sky so clear.
She rocking out, bro. Hell yeah.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne. For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Alterbury Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne...
This is crazy. It's like a reality TV show.
One and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden! Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
Damn, he gets his own fireworks show. That's crazy.
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly.
What?
But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's
Wait.
not even entering?
You have to apply?
Then what becomes
I don't think you have to apply.
supposed to get closer to him?
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen
The purple cheetah is amazing.
and all its holy tenants, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you. What our country needs is power! Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden.
Let's go, Lena.
It's loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Milo's ugly.
If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
That's mean. These guys are losers, though.
I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
That's me, dude.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
They don't have to like me now, but they'll figure it out later. They'll understand.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
You're disqualified. All right, thanks.
What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
It's gonna be Luis.
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
A land runner?
It's quick.
Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash!
Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Yeah.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Hell yeah. Hey, we gained some. Let's go. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this as part of my mission to aid the prince. Do you think we'll, if we win, we'll, relinquish to the prince? What's with that thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now?
Let's see.
We want to go to the place called Martia. Old Castle Town, I think. Should be a ways south. Looks pretty far. So before we do anything, can we,
Hold on.
can we get in?
Let's see.
This
Wow!
Down to Martia, on this craft's legs? Oh, I'd say that's 4 days, 3 nights. About 4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage, and surely the roads will be safer at this kind of speed or that kind of speed. Bally good. Now, cinch those britches, chaps. Feels full steam ahead to Martia, Old Castle Town.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
We're broke, bro.
Money? I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
This is a rush. What a rush.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chin wag.
A good chin wag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
I love a good chin wag.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one.
Oh, thank you.
Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
I just realized my camera froze. Alrighty, continue.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Same.
Yoras? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
Pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Really? She just accidentally pulled the switch? Okay.
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Yoras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
How
Maybe it was for something else.
meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and, well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away.
Of course not. The old girl.
A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through.
What could be the dream? Oops.
A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Treason.
Mercy, please, look. Take my head if you must, milady. But leave the value runner alone.
He'd rather die than have it messed up.
Look, this runner is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh?
You think she's gonna tell him that he's still alive?
I've been looking for him. Wandering across God knows where last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
Oh god. He figured it out. Dang it. Can't keep a secret.
The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world. I think, maybe. How
He's all confident, and then I think, maybe.
Show her off to the world. And you? Well,
I like this old man.
work together than have to walk.
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think, of course, we can count on him.
I think we can count on him.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter, but he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to...
How the game is not a real game. That's the one thing I don't understand. Why they're acting like these rules are actual rules. The king only stated that it had to be the most popular person. It doesn't matter what the sanctum picks as like their rules, right? So it makes sense for us to do something just.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you.
I think we win. We got this.
I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know.
Hell yeah, dude. I could take a shower.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
I bet he'll give us like a new archetype. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Let's visit the engine room first.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. Is there a map? The kitchen?
Got it.
We're looking for the engine. That's to the back deck. Maybe it's down here. Yeah, engine room. It has like a heart, bro. That scared me. It looks like the pipe's in here too. Call the runner's phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magla crystals to fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on the colossal beasts, made from zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. It's pretty cool. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl, best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyways, still plenty about the old girls that's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs its rest as much as we do. Okay, so now that we've been up here, we can go to the kitchen. Back to the kitchen. Right? No. Hell yeah, we got a bunch of loot. Oh, and some recipes. I like it. There was a pantry? Okay, I don't see a pantry, but okay. Here's the pantry. So we got some Orgo sugar, some briny salt, some good stuff to cook with. Okay, so now supposedly there's a bookshelf somewhere. The bookshelf is lined with interesting books. New World Travel Diary? This appears to be a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet. Seems like a book that'll really expand the mind. Want to read it together over by the window? Yes. Read the book.
Actually?
To be honest with you, I've realized something. There are so many things in this world which, very simply, I don't understand. The world is vast. It really is. The world I knew before seems so small now. Hey, I know this time we're traveling for our mission, but if it all goes well, I want to go on another journey where I'm free to do what I want. Sounds like fun.
Right.
Yes, let's. I don't know where we'd go, but I'm looking forward to it already. Of course, if I want to contribute further to whatever you do in the future, I'll have to keep working hard. Can you think of anything I could do to help you out? You're already helping me plenty.
What?
Aw, hearing that makes me happy. Especially since I don't have to do more to keep you satisfied. This conversation kind of went off in a unique direction, huh? Let's keep reading the book for a bit. It describes a new world. If a place other than this really exists, I'd like to visit someday. Hell yeah, the imagination grows.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
So we're at the desert camp. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart Gauntlet Runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. Our first time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? So interact with the campfire. There are insects gathering by the campfire. Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberry anyway. I should try and catch one. So we got a dream eater moth. I caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. Gross. So how do I get back in? Right here? I think we're gonna read the book again and finish it. Seems like a book that'll really expand my mind. Alright. Read the book.
What's that?
He stared up at the heavens there. A sparkle in the azure firmament caught his eye. The moon? At midday? No. Despite its cold, stony glow, this was no moon nor star. There were those who said it was the corpse of an ancient, indomitable dragon. Others said it was a pavilion in the sky, erected by Empyrean beings.
Oh, yeah?
Empiring beings? So he sees a strange light shining in the sky. The way it's written, I feel like the light is meant to be the key to the new world or something. What do you think the light is? The remains of a dragon or pavilion? I'm gonna go with pavilion. Sounds cool.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
Yeah, there's something dreamlike about people who live in the sky, isn't there? You think they have wings?
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh? They were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams. I assure you, regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow. Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast. Just keep an eye on the road, okay? Apparently, we could use the toilet.
Right.
I feel as though I've been in the small space that has sharpened my mind. I got increased luck from going to the bathroom. Alrighty, so I guess we're gonna finish reading.
What's that?
He continued to traipse through the raging sandstorm. At last he came upon a cave, the entrance gaping like a maw of a beast. The walls of the cave were translucent, revealing the inside to be a gigantic, intricately winding labyrinth, fantastical and akin to a mirage. A giant cave with glass walls in the desert. That sounds otherworldly, but also strangely familiar. Well, whatever. What does it sound like to you? Sounds pretty.
Sure.
That would be a nice sight, yeah. I bet it'd be dazzling in the daylight, probably at night too, sparkling in the moonlight.
Now then.
Yeah, boy, we got level 2 imagination. I know this new world is just fictional, but I want to visit if it were a real place.
All right.
Oh yeah, for more imagination, let's go.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Oh dang, that's a crazy looking tree. The Tree of Prophecy.
Wow.
It's so pretty. It's not just the leaves, it's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of the magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nora's pulled a sheet of paper and brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him. Wow. Norris, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. You're giving it to me?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed it to the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore. I received his research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey this full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here. Why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. The next time we're in Grand Trad, we should give this drawing to Maria. It's a pretty good idea. A magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which is giving me great insight into my own research into flight. What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has broadened my wisdom.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Awesome. Rock Den Camp. Alright. I wonder what kind of place Marita is. Let's make sure we check the campfire. I think we're going to hang out with Nearus, I think is how you say his name. Norris, maybe? He's probably downstairs, right? Before we do, make sure we check the pantry. Oh, that you, lad? Just in time. Mind helping me out a bit? I was about to give the reactor an inspection. Abstruse and convoluted as it is, rest assured, a look won't do you any harm.
Oh, spare a moment?
It all looks complex, I know, but any apparatus here is just a collection of smaller parts. And if those individual parts aren't cared for, the whole lot goes kaput. which is why today we'll be oiling them. Vital business keeps them from rusting and wearing down. Now, how much oil should I apply? Just coat the grooves. That's the ticket, lad. Perfectly dolloped. That's the kind of work that'll get you in machinery's good books. Looks like I did a good job.
All right.
The wisdom is up.
Now then.
I spent some time with Norris in the engine room, inspecting every nook and cranny. Oh, I got money? Hell yeah, I found some money in the corner.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
Bro, why are we getting attacked? What is this garbage?
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign!
So they're fighting and we just got caught in the crossfire?
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Godot, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashing well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to hold each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's help Gladel, I guess.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cortlandman, you're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished!
What? He wants to kill us already?
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg, but it's a touch more complex.
Old Egg? What does that even mean?
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
I don't even know what he is. He's a healer. Okay.
Not now. Give me your aid! No.
I think we'll just do like a regular attack. Do blitz.
Power of ice! Know your place.
To the rear guard.
Peasants!
We're both mages, damn.
I can't move.
It's not working!
I will usher you to his side.
For all that we strive for!
Let's do this.
So he resists both magics?
Take this! What could you hope to achieve?
He knows we can't attack him.
Let's get on with it! Not the right move. Are you prepared? The power of light!
Damn, I am not ready for this fight. I wish I would have switched people or switched like my abilities.
Expose your sins.
I'm stepping back into the fray.
What? It's not working!
Resistance is futile!
I attacked the wrong person? What the hell just happened?
What could you hope to achieve?
Brace yourselves!
Stroll! They've Your defenses!
Oh my god, dude, stop. I keep pushing the wrong button.
Prepare yourselves.
Alright, so melee attack is not the way to do. I'll lose nothing by conceding this fight.
But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back now. Feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh. Rise, my brothers.
Oh, come on. He just healed him?
Sanctism will reign.
Nothing.
Dear God.
Withdrawing! I shall vanquish evil. Be frozen!
I will usher you
Falling
to
back.
his side.
By this power.
Roar! I shall show to safer ground. Oh, power of heroes! Burst forth!
Sanctism will reign.
Oh, please!
Take this. I won't lose.
Captain, they've got your defenses down!
No holding back! Oh, healing light!
I knew you'd help.
Twas needed.
It's okay.
Scour!
You're here?
God, bro, it sucks. They resist everything.
Oh, mystic fire! Worthy foe after all.
No.
Sanctism will reign. Here they come.
Captain, they've got your defenses down!
Healer! Oh, holy light! Tougher than I thought.
Behold my power.
To him.
Witness me, brethren.
Sanctism is supreme!
Take this.
Just smacked me.
I shall vanquish evil. The power of light!
This guy's way easier than the other one.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
He gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here!
This freaking guy. Who's that lady with him? Oh, it's the singer girl, huh? Is it?
What are you playing at?
Maybe not. I don't know who that is. Are you hurt?
Are you hurt?
Of course I'm not hurt. Look, what are you after?
By Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss.
Privacy is great.
Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented
What is that old man doing, bro?
she may be,
Is he horny?
you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nidia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions anywhere.
That's funny.
Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna! The kingdom's greatest singer! The dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
What the freak is that gigantic airship?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
I want one. I hope we get one of those some point in this game. This better not be him, dude. Oof, the bad guy himself.
How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm a candidate.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? Do we want to be like, to help you, of course. But that sounds terrible. To become king, bro. I'm just saying it.
Hey, I know you want to get this right, but this is no time to get lost in thought.
Okay, so it won't let me say the wrong thing.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
I don't like doing this, honestly. It'd be way cool if we were just like, we're gonna beat you at this game, bro. We're gonna be more popular than you, you know, and try to win. But I guess whatever, let it tell the story.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Ah! Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Imagine being so confident. You refer to yourself as a genius.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Nurse.
Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
I don't think it is.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
No hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany. Like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, Once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
So you've seen one?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this
Sproglet, what a word.
quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow, you could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camero or some such.
This one's important.
Alright, so we got a new quest providing spark. The old inventor Nearus, once new, is living in Camero, a village near Martira. He may be able to tell us more about the relic once showed Nearus.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we'll arrive in Martira this evening. Then, good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage could never keep up with this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies. I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's. Once we arrive in town, we are supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
I thought it was going to be like green with trees, but instead it's like all dead looking. Looks terrible. Honestly, it looks like Dark Souls.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in JfrikinC Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Straight up, say it out loud.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn.
Knackered is exactly how I feel.
You've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
Damn, it looks disgusting.
Cooked to a delicate finish,
Just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
It looks great.
He's all sweaty.
Oh, they're offering us fine hospitality. Tis only right that we graciously savor it.
Yes, absolutely right. I'll be cheering you on. And, I'll see to the funeral plans.
I've barely bitten into the thing and already I feel a spray of something. But as for the taste, it's not that bad.
Are you actually enjoying that?
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Yes, that's what I want. Something twitching in my mouth.
Time to try more of your dishes. To business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
Damn, that's a lot of kids.
You think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors, 'tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
What is this? A rival gauntlet runner.
Let's see here. It's your call. Let's see here. It's your call.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll save the town together.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance. Inspiring words, young man. Now,
I accidentally skipped a freaking text box.
bread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails.
God, dude, they're just eating sandworms nonstop.
As any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
'Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
Exactly.
So I guess we just talked to the people that are here. Don't mind me, I only just arrived here just now, so it's not like I overheard that conversation you just had with Barden. Even if I did hear something, it's not like I'd tell anybody. I never would have made it as a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right. If there's anything you want to know about the city, simply ask me. You can always find me here.
Pleasure to see you.
As requested by Barden, the entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use today. I had to kick out the house full of drunkards for this, so I hope you're all worth it. Still, it was nice of you to come all this way, traveler. Please make yourselves comfortable. The beds are in the back. All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martira is a fine city indeed, which makes this Heismay's offenses all the more damning. If all we've heard is truth, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to do it wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's giving in to despair. Feels like forever since we've slept in a real bed. Alright, let's go to bed, I guess. Where is it at? Finally free of those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn. I love a good inn.
Right?
I can see the monsters out there when we camp out on the runner, so I rest a little easier in an inn. I wish Nearest would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is its king. Let's rest.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out.
Beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept though. Where is everyone? They all went to Kree again to castle ahead of us. Apparently, we can get there by climbing the stairs in Stairstone Market. I guess I want to do this. If we have to fight anything, I do not want to get stuck playing just 2 mages again. That sucked.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable. Fascinating. This right here.
So I think we'll put this fool as a seeker just so he can like unlock the stuff since he's already maxed out as a healer.
Of course.
I don't think we need a healer right away.
A new ability.
All right.
Let's go.
You'll come. More people missing.
So up the stairs? Excuse me. I think this is where we go.
What will I do here?
Oh wow. So it just has those 3 heads? My head's not on here? I don't even get to have a little head in the back like this dude? That sucks. Hopefully we'll get on there soon.
Well met.
You're late. Poor Barden has been waiting. Apparently the lady has graciously agreed to meet us, but not keep her waiting.
I've awaited you.
Let's go.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city.
Yo, she is very pale.
These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisman.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
Yo, let's go.
It is most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Yes, Lady Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
Bro, there's no way. Like, this is, I could already tell. There's gonna be some kind of crazy twist.
Guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
There's gonna be some kind of twist, right? We're gonna get there to Heisme, and he's gonna tell us like, oh, that the queen is like actually kidnapping these kids or something, and then we're gonna find out that we have to stop the queen or something. She's doing something crazy. It's gotta be, bro. There's no way. We'll see though. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's too obvious.
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go. We should go.
How did I wind up here? Boy.
Can I talk to you for a bit? I heard that you're gonna catch the Heisme for us. Now I just want to give you my thanks. My wife, she's one of the people that's gone missing. I don't know if I can be of any help, but please, if there's anything I could do for you, just say the word. Do you know about the giant sandworms? No, I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry, I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
Oh, any one of them will do.
Welcome.
So, hey.
Or after information about the meat, or more than the meat. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous when I go out hunting and give him a wide berth. Impressive that you go out there alone, still. Do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. You might try asking that fellow by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworms.
What'll I do here?
What is it?
Giant sandworm? We Martyrians love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Who may know more about them? I can't recall any. Hang on. I just thought of someone. There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town. Some good info. So we gotta go back to the tavern?
An elder candidate? No.
Can hardly think on it.
I am well and truly destroyed, nasty little hangover. Blimey, I'm embarrassed. Just thinking about yesterday. Why the hell did I go do something like that? What do you think he did? The informed man.
Excuse me.
Thank you kindly. Here's the real skinny.
He drank so much yesterday at the tavern, he was practically taking a bath. Finally, we have some useful information out of this guy. Let's go to the fountain and talk to that merchant. We already, like, what? I tried to talk to him, bro.
I can hardly think on it.
Hey!
It's true you got pretty close to the giant sandworm's den. How do you manage to do that and live to tell the tale? To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close. I just found a giant sandworm husk. That was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. At some point, the story turned into me waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down. I regret that now.
No good.
No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset. Let's meet at the tavern for now.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
'Tis far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
You there? Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my...
The pompous man. His eyes are crazy.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event, a kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight around here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye, wouldn't be here otherwise.
Absolutely.
Good. Then we're counting on you. Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me.
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? No danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps, and we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sandflash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like...
If it takes us 1 night to reach the giant sandworms' territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy.
Just dandy.
Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
What is this?
Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking...
What is that?
You all right, lad?
Just flashbanged me?
Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
It was like the light was blinding.
This thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right. Oh no, we're getting sucked in.
Your journey is going well, it seems.
All right. I can't. We gotta wait for a little bit. I gotta take a break. I'll be right back.
All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
Hell yeah. What are you talking about? That thing in the Gauntlet Runner?
Are you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
Yeah, fix. The hood is fixed. I think, kind of.
There is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land.
Yo, let's go. Maybe it'll make us fast travel.
Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic.
Nice.
I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and well pop over to the capital in a single night.
I wonder if this teleportation magic was talking about, or if this is the magic he was talking about. What?
This is some magic. You saw it in...
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom-made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That heart all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo.
Hullabaloo.
Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Yeah, maybe I am.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Can I really use this teleportation magic? Oh, wait a second. Before we do it, can we go in the pantry?
Oh.
Let's go. Now we can go down. Let me think of a place we've already been to. I'll focus on Martira as our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. We really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it like that.
They gotta be lying.
Speaking of sanctism, they'll not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought?
I'm pretty sure we have to be there once.
So
We may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
Bro, it's not gonna work.
No reaction.
We had to have been there before.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. You'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
To capture Heisme, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around towns such as Martira's recruitment center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operation has been changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Your departure date is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared for it. If you want to return to previous locations such as Grand Trad, open the world map on the map menu and select it. Teleporting does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous towns and complete unfinished requests to meet the followers. Okay, not bad. We're up against a strong opponent, so we'd better make sure we're strong as we can get too. Speaking of, I saw some bounties at the recruitment center. Alright, so we're at the Thoroughfare Square already. We're gonna go to the water merchant and we're gonna buy. Okay, now we gotta go to the stair market.
Alright then.
I think we're going to the butcher. That's right here.
Welcome.
Some Mora Coney meat.
Alright then.
This is the gate. We're looking for the Cattle Rack Road. Is this it?
Excuse me?
Okay, so we're gonna buy rock beans and fragrant spice.
Can we talk?
Thank you, Miss me.
Can we talk?
Thank you.
Alright then.
Let's go.
Now we need to accept the side quest: a dagger, a ring, and a rake from the Pompous Man. We saw the Pompous Man before. He had the crazy blue eyes.
Oh, my apologies. You're all right there. That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
That guy probably pickpocketed me.
You sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Griez's dagger is missing. Let's chase after him. I don't see him anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast? Come on.
No. I have no reason to give you that information. I mean, that dagger is really important to us, is it? You have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Not even a hint. Consider it a kingly investment. You, the future king. That's quite a goal. You're either a bad swindler or you suffer from delusions of grandeur. But strangely enough, color me intrigued. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to humor you a bit. I should like to hear more. You want your item back, but I have a condition. You'll need to do something for me first.
Have you ever heard of Malvino's ring? Rumors say it's a cursed treasure that kills anyone who wears it. I happen to know of a certain noble who wants it, and I'd love for him to owe me a favor.
So you want us to get it for you? That's more of a hassle than getting the dagger back ourselves.
Then by all means do it yourselves. Yes, these sorts are terribly crafty, but it's not impossible. Probably.
The way you talk almost feels like you've been in on this from the beginning.
Good one. We just happen to be in the same boat, so why not lend each other a hand?
All in the same boat, huh?
Well, the choice is yours. If I recall correctly, you're a candidate in the tournament for the throne, aren't you?
So you know us then?
Information is a powerful weapon, you see. Considering what I know about you, I'm offering you a good deal here. Mark my words. Once your dagger's sold off, it will be incredibly difficult to track down. But leave it to me, and I'll get it back before that. Of course, I'm no miracle worker, and the clock's ticking, so do make up your mind.
Fine. We'll hear you out. For now. The ring you mentioned, where's it located?
At a grave not too far from here. A day's trip in your runner, I'd wager. Word is there's monsters knocking about out there. Hence my request to the lad with the sword at his side. It's not all bad, though. You'll find good weapons, armor, and other golden things aplenty there.
Yo, I want treasure.
I do recall hearing something about soldiers who died in the Annex War being buried with their equipment.
I assure you, it's well worth the trip.
What, are we gonna dig up their bodies, bro? That's crazy. That sounds nutters. We're not doing that. I can already tell you.
We have to go through with this to get the dagger back. I'm having a hard time dealing with him, so I'll let you take over from here.
Your fairy friend doesn't seem to like me very much. What say you, though?
If there's treasure involved, sure.
Hopefully I find your ring amongst the treasure.
Thank you for making such a prompt decision. Call me Cuculus.
Cuculus. What a crazy name.
The ring should be in the abandoned tomb. I'll thank you properly when you return with it.
This one's important.
All right, a dagger, a ring, and a rake. I need to find Malvino's ring. Cuculus mentioned in the abandoned tomb. The informant at the tavern in Thoroughfare Square in Martira should have more details.
I implore you.
Even in your gauntlet runner, it's a night's travel from Martira. A bit far, but commensurate with your compensation. Don't you think? Bro, I can't read English. All right, I'll be waiting. So there's another side quest right here. The Gloomy Youth.
Oh, what'll I do?
I cannot believe I'm going to lose my job over something that's not my fault at all. I don't know what's on your mind, but it looks serious. What's wrong? Aren't you the mercenaries who are here to hunt down Heisme? You lot all came here in that giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare me a moment? Our town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so that we could maintain communication with other cities, but they were all requisitioned by officials from the capital. Seems like they need them for the tournament or some such, but we rely on those pigeons for trading medicine and food stuff. So their loss threatens our very way of life or living. I'm getting tired of reading out loud, bro.
Stupendous.
Save the town. Of course, I can't ask you to work for free. How about 7,500? Leave it to me.
I'd so love your help.
Let's give it a shot.
The pigeoneer in Martira asked us to buy a practical pigeon parcel in Comero, a village east of Martira, and bring it to him.
Whoa, that reminds me.
Isn't this the village of Neros was talking about? Remember his story about the old man and the relic? We can ask the villagers about the old man if we go.
Nice little village.
Okay, so now we got to go to the recruitment center.
All right then.
Looks like I don't know where the recruitment center is.
Now what am I to do? What is it?
All right then. Go.
What were the guards doing? More people missing. I'm out of ideas.
With everything going on, they need all hands on deck. I've got to get out on patrol. We'll be closed on July 2nd to July 4th. You're the one who took care of the bounty in the Tradia Desert, aren't you? I've heard the rumors.
Good hunting to you. Don't go get yourself killed.
So, Goborn King, an impressive name. If it wasn't only a Goborn rabble he presided over. We are familiar with Goborns. They're pretty common and easy to handle. Not quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows as well as magic. The boss won't come out until you dispatch the underlings. They're a bit tougher than you might expect. We'll do it.
Good hunting to you.
Let's do it.
Let's see. And right there's a ladder. All right.
Okay, we're done here. Now we go back to the inn. Apparently we can interact with the fireplace. An insect emitting a strange light. A gold beetle. Let's go. Oh man, we missed one more thing. We gotta go to the room. Supposedly there's a water jug in there. I found 20 meg. Okay. Apparently we keep coming back, and randomly at some point we'll get a gold beetle from that.
All right then.
So we gotta go to the Gauntlet Runner.
About time, what? Now then.
So we gotta go to the Imp's Den. Let's see, this is the forest path with the bounty. Should be the leader of a band of Goborns. People aren't the only ones with pompous asses who lord over the others. How sickening. Goborns can be a handful with a leader organizing them. We'd best deal with them now for the sake of the locals.
It's your call. What are we doing?
We can go in.
It's your.
Let's be off. What to pick?
I hear a voice. I am stagnant. I need to train. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk to her. Where is she?
Are you free? Speaking of...
We made a promise to train together, hadn't we? The deck of the runner seems spacious enough. I should think our swings safe from any harm doing to the open air.
You see?
A great fundamental of swordplay, oft overlooked, is finding time to reflect upon oneself, or yourself. Both of you have faced life or death combat. I imagine you have some grasp of your greatest strengths by now. I'm good at staying versatile.
I see.
On guard!
Let's train.
Halt.
Huh? A beast walk?
At the ready.
Walk on both hands and feet, of course, like a beast. Now begin. What the hell are we doing? Free your mind of distracting thoughts, Stroll. Ignore your limbs crying out for reprieve. The pain is making them stronger. Is it though? 'Twould be best to continue this into tomorrow, if only to correct that shameful form of yours. But we must move on now. The horned lizard stance. Bro, she's crazy. She got us planking. The subjugating us to more of this. Is she trying to kill us? Stroll, your breathing is erratic. Center yourself, find calm, and you will find you can bear even boulders as if they were pebbles.
All right.
Now, to the swords play proper. Is this your first time using a sparring sword? If you can land but a single blow on me, I will concede. You needn't worry, there is no blade on the sword. We will continue until you manage it. The ferocious strikes broke our sparring swords.
Very well.
Not ideal. We will make do. Hold on. Your foe will never wait when asked. You should be giving your utmost effort, even in training. Come, do you care nothing for success in our mission? You really push me harder. Well, commendable vigor. Perhaps you do have what it takes. Cool your head, Huckleberg. If you hurt yourself in training, that solves nothing. You'll kneel over before you can even get in any real fights.
Sorry.
You're right. I apologize. It's not like I don't understand your passion, but you could afford to go a little easier on us. This is funny. Was the training excessive? 'Twas a rigorous regimen. Rondath and I once shared. Rondath being the man we met at the capital the other day. Once my peer, now a commander of the Royal Knights. His words linger in me. I cannot seem to shake them. I have no clinging attachments to my previous position or status as a knight. I left that post to pursue my own mission. Pride of my station be damned. Yet for all my searching, I never found the prince. For long seasons I wandered aimlessly and leisureless. He calls me fallen, and now, can I blame him? How can I deny it? Nah, it's not true. You aren't fallen. Not now, anyway. Maybe so, but if I cannot believe that without your words to support me, I still have a long ways to go. When I left the capital, I did so with the sole purpose of helping the prince. But at times, I can't help but think, perhaps I could have done more if I'd remained there as a knight. Perhaps there may have been a better path. But let us speak no more of what ifs. I've no intention of changing my path now. Together we shall move forward for the prince. I can sense Hulkenberg's knightly resolve and deep trust.
Gee, now, a new power.
Yo. A new power?
And now, to walk this path at your side.
Was it the Magic Knight? Let's go. We'll go no further with broken swords. Let us end our training here today. Oh, for now. And buy replacements when we can. take one of these, a dried caterpillar. I'm not a fan of eating bugs. Doing our best to negotiate around the proffered caterpillars, we return to the others. I love how I get paid for doing stuff like that.
You lot! Enemy attack!
We got some creepy flying insects buzzing on the deck. Can they bugger off? Anyways, we should deal with them before they get inside the runner and cause a real headache. 'Tis hardly the time for your attempts at humor. We should get to the deck and eliminate these pests with haste.
I shall be your opponent.
Would you mind not just barging in on us?
We'll do this together.
I'm counting on you!
Fire!
Wrecked.
We can do. Let's go.
I can't afford to hold back. Seeker, I'll cut you down!
I stand ready with blade in hand.
Let's stay calm. Come forward. Royal Soul. Wind. A tough one.
There they go.
Oh, he just ran away.
Even easier than expected.
Den, home to countless bandits over the years, has warranted the caution of all who lived near the steep, forested entry path. They warned their children of the dangers there. There are demons in those woods, they said. You mustn't go near. Perhaps the children's anxiety inadvertently roused something from its sleep. It is to that den, now befitting of its name, that the Gauntlet Runner arrives.
The thing is,
This forest is really big. Searching every nook and cranny will be a huge pain. Leagues better than some damp and dreary cave. Stuff in places like that always get me down. Indeed, and 'tis nice not to worry over attacks from the dark or being cornered in dead ends.
Yep.
Well,
Alright, the Imp's Den. What is this soldier doing here?
What is it?
You lot bounty hunters, be careful ahead. The Goborn King's no joke. I tried taking out his little friends first, but the Goborn King suddenly became stronger. If you're gonna fight it, don't let it be the last one standing. You'd think you'd want to take out the cronies first to focus on him, but that's not gonna work like you think it might.
Okay then.
That's fine. Let's go in.
What?
So apparently we gotta go all the way to the north side of the map. There's a golden, what do you call it? Beetle? We gotta go see this golden beetle, bro. Ow! Yeah, boy, we found the gold beetle. Okay.
Amazing.
So now we can kill everything.
Come on! Let's push through!
I can feel my power growing.
I knew you could do it.
I can feel the power coursing through me. Impressive as ever.
Hey! I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while. Get ready. All right, we did it.
Was that fool showing me his butt, dude?
Let's push through!
That was brilliant.
Watch out.
Impressive.
I can feel my power growing.
Hey!
Oh, he's finally here.
What?
The Goborn King, careful. He's getting signs that he's way stronger than the others.
Don't lose focus.
Let us move now to the exchanging of gifts.
To the rear guard.
Coordination is key!
Fire! 2 remaining.
I shall fight as the noble I am. Seeker! Hack and slash!
I'll show you the essence of by this power. Burn!
Now, what's the play? Seeker! Tougher than I thought.
Oh, damn.
With blade in hand. My blade cuts like the wind. Was I predictable?
Hold yourself together.
Let's take
Miss is crazy.
fire! A tough one.
Dodged. Nice one, Captain.
I call upon royal power within! Oh, healing light!
Thanks.
Thank you. I stand ready. Warrior! Never! It's almost decided.
That's
okay.
it, Hulkenberg.
Me! Burn!
Hell yeah, dude, we wrecked him. 3000 XP is amazing.
Not bad at all.
I shall rise to the occasion.
I continue to grow.
New skills, new possibilities.
We got the Imp's loincloth.
Huh?
You made it worse. Nah, it didn't change anything. Surely that was just a coincidence. I suppose I ought to restrain myself for carelessly provoking our enemies either way.
Yeah.
To misjudge an opponent's strength is to disclose one's lack thereof. My father used to say that. Being humbled like this drives his point home. Well, that's enough introspection for one day. Let's head back to the recruitment center to report. Yeah, let's head back.
In that case,
let us go.
Oh, jeez. Hey. Okay then. Right?
All right.
The Goborn King is taken care of then. Now the people who lived around Martyria can rest easy.
Nonetheless, now then.
I relax with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right, 6:30.
We got a major bargain, mister.
All right, so we'll go turn this thing in.
Take a look.
You defeated the Goborn King.
We did it.
Yeah, boy.
Now then.
We're rich.
Courage. What?
Yeah.
Come on.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah?
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Oh, hey.
Fancy a bit of info?
Wait.
You. She'll love it.
We did it.
Hell yeah, we did it. I want to make Maria smile.
Sorry.
Oh, I can't hang out with her.
Hey.
What a bummer.
The exhibition of the brave. The exhibition of the brave, they're calling it.
Mister.
Okay, so no, it's not gonna let me hang out with her, which is a real bummer.
The exhibition of the brave, they're calling it.
Guess we'll hang out with Stroll instead.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I can't hang out with him either? Or I can't hang out with anybody.
All right then.
The exhibition of the brave.
Why don't I just...
Oh, I see. Pleased to hear it. Well then.
Our tribe is called the Mistari. Perhaps the most obvious part of our culture is that we wear masks, just like the one I have on right now. Next thing you'll notice, we all have 3 eyes. 3 eyes? And that goes for every Mistari? What's it like to see for you all? Our third eye cannot see things. We see the world almost exactly as you do. However, the Mistari faith is vastly different from that of other tribes. We've our own unique faith, different from the state religion Sanctism. Is it restricted? That's correct. Normally, we cannot reveal our teachings to other tribes. Sanctism is a belief open to all. Perhaps that is why, at times, politics get involved and distort its doctrine. For that reason, we refrain from revealing our faith to everyone. It's our only means of keeping our doctrine the way it should be. That doesn't sound like the best solution, but I'm guessing it's complicated. Some try to spread our teachings outside the island, but things quickly grow complex, and one must tread carefully. Other tribes have a tendency to jump to conclusions. That is why Sanctism has gathered many believers. And now we are scorned as the masked tribe. That is who we are, forever etched in our history. Now I have more tolerance. It takes me up to 2. Well, that means now we can hang out with Maria next time. So we need to go. We're gonna find Brigitta.
Now what am I to do?
You?
Didn't you leave Grand Trad? Well, no matter. I'm begrudged your secrets. Sorry, if you're looking for work, there's nothing here for you. Did something happen? I think she lost her dog. He ran away.
Unfortunately.
I no longer have any work for you. The dog is no longer here. She ran away? That would have been preferable to the truth. She was taken. I'm sorry. I know you kept your silence as promised. Unfortunately, that didn't stop a thief from sneaking in disguised as a vendor and taking her away. They left behind a letter that read, "Those who spread magic igniters shall face the wrath of God." It's not hard to imagine what happened here. I'll find the culprit before long, and I'll make certain they get what they deserve. However, this isn't the work of a single person, but that of a larger organization.
Those people.
Anti-igniter extremists, a bunch of filthy, rotten cowards. The pup was innocent in all this. I should have kept her. The moment I started caring about anything, I lose it. I know that. I tried to keep my feelings out of it. But why did this have to happen? She seems to be fighting through the pain. For how long must I live in this hideous world? If only I had disappeared instead. Tears or not, I can sense the pain, sadness, and frustration Brigitta is feeling. Words would be a little comfort here. Perhaps if I stirred her imagination, she would be relieved of such despair.
What?
I told her about the fantasy world depicted in my book, trying to give her even the faintest glimmer of hope. People will help one another, respect one another, and live in equality. How quaint. The author was a sheltered man, I take it. He knows nothing of the real world. The only equality is that we all inevitably die. The path to that point is different for everyone, meaning everyone has to fight through their own hell. I don't think so. You're an Elder. You live in a world that hates you. How can you make yourself believe in light even though all that? I can't see the light myself, but I know you can, and I really do want to believe in you, your vision. I can sense a profound sadness in her grasping to trust.
I couldn't ask him to stay, could I? In any case.
Here's your pay. I've included what I set aside for your future shifts too. I won't take it.
No.
It's yours. Your work is over. After all, your client is no longer here. You don't need to come here anymore. Well then, it's pretty sad.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Nonetheless.
So these sand flashes, do you think we can really rely on something so unknowable as the movements of the wind? It would seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear just as expected. Good. No changes to our plan then. Let's prepare as best we can.
All right.
You know what we need to do is we need to get that gold beetle from inside here. I think what I'm gonna do is just like save the game and then just keep. We'll just load it if we don't get what we want. Like that is not what we want.
What now?
So now we just load the game and try again. Damn, same thing. Is it really random?
What now?
Maybe I saved too close. Ugh. Maybe it is too close. We might have to come back later. All right.
Now then.
We're gonna hang out with Hulkenberg.
Are you free?
I'm glad we found some sturdier sparring swords. Hopefully they shall win me some measure of redemption from the other day.
Listen.
On the authority of the Knight's Order, your crimes shall be repaid with death. That voice, is it Rodante? You remember, he's my former comrade that we met before. Do it. Well, if it isn't Hulkenberg, I'll ask you not to interrupt my duties. This is your duty. What Knight Commander presides over executions?
Speak no more.
It is only right. Those who would do this nation harm shall be punished. What harm?
So then...
Treason. This fool, a petty officer of the military police, slandered the honor of the Royal Knights. Honor? What honor? The Royal Knights of today are honorless. You've forgotten any oath to the throne. Now you're just dogs barking at command. You insolent. Bring me a whip. Hanging is not enough. You cannot be serious. This insolence is why you would have him killed. This after all the trifling sinners you sent to the gallows. Righteous fury rings false from the hypocrite's mouth. Now die, dishonorer. Writhe like the maggots you are.
Heed my words.
Treason's only reward is death. Therein lies atonement, whether for the knights or the people. They would kill me for any reason they liked.
Redanth.
This is beyond outrageous. You've authorized nothing less than public butchery. Maintaining the capital's order is the knight's duty. 'Tis only natural that we punish those who spread lies.
You...
Have you sold your soul to the Sanctist? Were you blinded by the prospects you'd win by their coronation? It hardly matters who takes the throne, so long as the royal knights still stand to flank it. This, you see, is the role of the one who has risen to the post of Knight Commander. One's burdens are different from those of the free-willing and the frivolous like yourself. You infinite coward, you poisoned toad. Is this the shape of your so-called loyalty? Bold words. One would almost think you and your friends seek the hangman's noose yourselves. Try it.
What?
If something happened to you. I see your whelp hasn't learned to hold his tongue. Pity stays my hand today. Pity stays my hand today. But there will not be a next time, Hulkenberg. God, bro, I can't read.
Tis wrong.
Power is not a tool to torment and kill the innocent. It is meant to guide the weak and vulnerable, that each and every one of us might live together in a better country.
Apologies.
I apologize. I've forced you into troubles again. He's the bad guy here. All the same, I'm glad you were here with me. Who knows what would have happened had I been alone? Somewhere in my heart, I'd expect he might still understand me. I would count such blind faith among my weaknesses. Should it ever be me who strays from the path of virtue, I only ask that you remind me of my purpose. Under any circumstances, can I entrust this to you? I can sense Hulkenberg's virtuous sense of purpose and deep trust. Hell yeah, bro. Level 4.
The truth is,
I am partially to blame for Rodon's brutality. Day has already left me exhausted. We'll speak more of this some other time, away from prying ears. Think I can drink the water again?
What do you want to do?
On to shite, this house.
We gotta talk to a spirited youth.
More people missing.
Is it this guy? Absolutely terrible thing happened. Kidnapping people is mad. City's in a hell of a spot right now. But we can't give in to fear. Times like this means you can't hold back. So you may as well jump headlong into the canyon with a rope, of course. You're free to take the challenge if you want, but you'd fare much better if you had some courage. Okay, so apparently we could take the plunge. If we don't get 4 courage, we should retry. Like we should reload our save and do it again. I could tell by the look on your face you're committed. I guess I can't talk you out of this. Looks like everything is set. Well then, get ready.
Incredible!
Impressive. I enjoyed watching that. I wanted to give you something for making my day. A foreign coin. Hell yeah, I got 4 courage. Perfect.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Is it finally time?
So?
I am ready. Well, let's see if we can get the gold beetle. Yes, dude, on the last day. Holler. Okay, so now we can go to the gauntlet runner.
Aha! I've been waiting.
Let's move.
So we're gonna go to the giant sandworm's nest.
Tally-ho then.
Trusting the advice of Morris, Barden's right-hand man, the party takes the gauntlet runner towards the giant sandworm's nest. They could not know what they will encounter here, nor that it might be only the beginning of their trials.
What to pick?
Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we'll save the game.
Hey, then
make sure we check the pantry. The book outlines useful conversational techniques for convincing others. We're gonna gain eloquence.
What's that?
Apparently this book teaches you a way to ensure others will agree with you. This section is part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe the weak points.
What are you talking about?
Probe for weak points? To gain the upper hand?
Sure.
No kidding.
It feels a bit underhanded, but I guess if you need things to go your way, that's how it is to be.
All right.
The eloquence grows.
Come look at this.
Ahoy, you lot. Aren't you going to believe the view I'm seeing outside? I'm hitting the brakes.
The gauntlet runner comes to a stop at the midnight sun sands. The grandeur of it stirs something in each of them. Could a creature this large have truly existed? Or is it an oddity shaped by the sands? Another truth lost to time.
Whoa, that thing's huge. It does resemble a giant sandworm, but I've never heard of one growing to this size. A beast that large could be carved into a great many servings. A beast that large. You're considering how to eat it, aren't you? Come now, your attention is focused on entirely the wrong thing. Cast your gaze downward at its feet and stand beneath.
What happened?
Use those eyes of yours, my boy. See how each grain is clear as air? That means it's glass. The glass you've seen in the shop fronts of Grand Trad or within the Grand Cathedral is made from magic through a laborious and rather expensive process. So you're saying that the glass here was made naturally somehow? Not quite. For how could that be? For that to happen, this whole area would have to be hit with a particularly eyebrow-scorching burst of intense heat. How intriguing. Perhaps an event of great importance once occurred here, the details of which we are not privy to. At this point, we can only venture assumptions and guesses, but I dare say this is a spot warranting further research. I'll just do some quick jotting in my notes. The sand here is rather pretty. There's a dreamlike sparkle to it. Truly stumbling upon sights like this is the real pleasure of traveling. Certainly took my mind off of forthcoming bounty hunt. I feel like my wisdom deepens slightly after taking in the fantastical view. More wisdom.
Hail!
Are you content with your findings? If so, I suggest we make our return. Perfect. I just finished my drawing. Take it, lad. I trust that you will deliver it to the appropriate hands. Alright, then, last one, back to the runner gets saddled with the kitchen patrol. How childish. If it's a contest you seek, then consider the challenge accepted. On your marks, 3, 2, 1.
Huh?
Just them two run. So we got another drawing for Maria.
What have I said?
Now this will not do at all. Gauntlet runner incoming. She's a stylish one though, I must say. I hereby challenge you. Her on out here before I use my cannon to punch a hole in this heap. She leaves us no choice.
What?
They're already climbing onto the deck from the opposite end. Come on, we gotta get ready. Hey, it's our homie.
I thought I'd seen that craft before. Katharina? Why are you in a gauntlet runner? Because I'm in the running for the throne, of course. Isn't that why you're out here? I'm sorry, but the throne will be mine. I can't afford to lose. Not when true change is at stake. Here and now, nobody gets off easy. Not even you. Now let's do this, fair and square. Have it! I don't think she's thought this through. But I guess we'd better put our dukes up. I know we've got some history, but we can't
I'll get some
afford to
distance.
let her beat us.
By this power. Fire!
Hit their weakness. Ready to lose? That's your opening, Captain.
Let's make an end of it.
Strikes true!
This is it!
Damn, that was pretty sick.
You are good.
I'll show you the essence of truth. Let's go. Burn!
She had no chance.
Even in a hand-to-hand fight, I can't win. I can't take this. This frustration.
Not bad. I'll strive for greater heights.
I shall rise to the...
I shall strive to use this power.
I could get used to this.
Damn it all! I've lost.
Right.
I'll say something about the powers of yours. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know whether to be shocked or awed. And yet here we both stand together again. To tell it true, I was surprised that I saw you at the opening ceremony. I never knew you had kingly ambitions. I didn't know you did either. Oh, I certainly do. I have a dream, you see. My aim is simple. I want to help the Parapus. We're a poor lot, generally speaking. Not a lot of options for work, if there's any to be had at all. A good lot of us wonder if we'll ever be able to afford our next meal. Not something we've got in common with other tribes. I watch my tribe struggle in an endless cycle of misery, and we can't even break out on our own.
What we have here is...
But now that anyone can wear the next crown, I'll put my life on the line to make it my head that does. And once I do, I'm gonna put a bounty on every rich and greedy bastard that country's ever known. She just hates rich people. Plans not half bad, huh? We knock them off their mounds of money and raise the poor up. Everyone would be working together to bring in those bounties, and the one that do get riches and glory besides. Kind of extreme.
I don't know.
Not really. Those rich folk made their fortunes working on purposes to death. As far as I'm concerned, that money is owed to us anyways. I can't take full credit for the idea, I suppose.
The truth is...
There's this Clemar who's been sort of the brains of the operation. Real brainy type. But he's nice enough. He's the one who suggested I take the throne. Said it would benefit my tribe, so I should take a crack at it. He's the one who pushed me to enter the race. He doesn't want people making fools of the Parapus, and he shed a real tear for us. I suppose not every Clamar's rotten to the core. Tell me, what are your plans to do if you win the crown? I'll tell you if you win. No, I can't say yet.
Hold on.
Is that how it is? Now I really want to know. I'm gonna make you talk, so you better be ready next time, okay? I'm not yielding either. The future of the Parapus is at stake. I started with nothing but clothes on my back, and I'm only where I am today by the strength I've earned and the blood on my fists. Now I'm ready to take on the world. I ranked her up.
Never felt so alive. See you soon. And then...
Don't you take a beating before then, because I plan to be the one who delivers on that promise myself.
The gauntlet runner takes repose at an encampment as the sun sets along the sandy horizon, darkness settling in. What creeps through the sands outside in the night is unknown to the party as they take their well-deserved rest.
Getting real chilly.
Your thoughts?
Let's help him out. He Dang, it's already 9:49.
Say,
We've talked about how the runner works before, right? How about I give you a little brief on the fuel system? Remember how there was a crystal over there? The one's core that needed to make the runner work? Might be obvious, but that crystal's chock full of magla. Of course, the more you push the runner, the more magla it uses. As long as you maintain it properly, you'll never have to replace it. Though it is as big as the one Luis's has, you may need to change it out every so often. Really, using it for a flight means he's already expending its energy far beyond reasonable limits. No amount of crystals would be enough if you're irresponsible about it.
spare a moment?
With all that said, you want to be very careful not to overwork the machine. Yeah, I can't get quarters then. I should say not. I'm counting on you to do it right, lad. After all, if something breaks, we're all scuppered. Personally, I'd rather not waste power too frivolously. Studies have shown that overusing these crystals can be awful for the environment. If you treat these like Luis does, just using them up and tossing them away willy-nilly, then you're bound to leave all sorts of distortions in your wake. That's why I'd prefer not to rely solely on crystals. I want to develop a way for gauntlet runners to fly on their own power and then take that technology even further. Technology isn't something to be hoarded or monopolized. It's always been meant as a tool for the public good. That's a great sentiment.
Yeah.
Of course it's great. I wouldn't settle for less. No fun in keeping these marvels to ourselves anyways. We're what? Gauntlet runners soaring through the skies, teleportation magic. I want nothing more than to see technology spread like wildfire and make everyone's lives a little easier. Though I haven't a clue how to achieve flight yet, much less teleportation, boggles the mind why the blasted thing sees you as some sort of key. All the more reason why the direction we go is all up to you now, chap. We're lucky to have a captain capable of such magic flippery-floppery. I guess so. Then our travels would be all the more well roundabout. Quite frankly, asking you to pop us hither and thither is an imposition, so I'm glad you're such a good sport. Why, if it were me, I'd teleport and not one would follow. That you seem to have a monopoly on that power and no one's raised even a pip of complaint speaks to your virtue. Standing tall, guiding this merry band, you feel like a natural born leader, and I'm sure the others would agree with that sentiment. Got rather chatty there, didn't we? But the hour is still young, so while we're here, why not inspect a few more spots?
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. The gauntlet runner quietly comes to a stop before the giant sandworm's nest. It is the day that the sleep-inducing sand flash dances in the sky. Their target is Jaime Noctur, a villain still unseen, who has caused the woes of Martira. Will they successfully claim his bounty to great fortune?
This weather should have all the sandworms conked out.
Speaking of which, what exactly do they look like? I only got a glimpse of the lava, and cooked at that.
As tube-like as any worm. They grow quite steadily in their lifetime. It's the tremendously large ones that end up deadly threats.
Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. What kind of man would want to live in a den of those things? Did you hear that? Just now.
Beasts, and not just one. Should they not be asleep?
Hey, what's...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the?
Yo, that's not a normal sandworm. That looks like a human.
A horror like that could only be...
A human? We're not getting away without a fight!
Damn it! We can't die here!
Hey, this isn't what we heard about!
Falling
What's
back.
going on?
Lend me your strength. Not this. Mate! Fire!
I can't afford to hold back.
Let's do this!
'Tis yours.
Let's do this!
Their feral bite.
Warrior! I strike with conviction. They yet cling to life.
It went underground! I think we managed to drive it back!
Yeah, no, it came right back. Did it try to eat me just now? Are we inside of it? Oh no.
What?
Don't tell me.
It swallowed us whole. Eaten by a giant sandworm. I would have fought 1,000 humans before I ever imagined I would end up in one stomach. Been a long time since I've had visitors. Well, make yourselves at home.
Huh?
Who the freak? We have company? How long have you been down here, old man? Oh, places to be? Try giving that lump just there a big old wallop. If you hit it, the valve that keeps the gut shut will open right quick. Then go straight on and you can get out. Well, through the back. It'll poop us out. But mind the guts. The digestive juices in there will make short work of you, melt you right down. That would be regrettable, in other words. We have to find a way through before we get digested. If we're working on the time limit, we can't afford to make any mistakes. Let's take a rest before we start. This old beast's eaten lots of treasure in its time. If you spot any on the belly, grab it on your way out. Not every day you get swallowed by a sandworm. There's riches in here, but once you leave, there's no coming back. Can't tell you how many folks just like you got digested because they couldn't leave well enough alone. So don't get greedy. By the looks of it, you've been here for many years. If you wish to escape, come with us. A kind offer, but I'm afraid I'll decline. I'm a big bug lover, you see, and I still have so much research to do on this giant sandworm. This guy's just chilling in here doing research. Pretty crazy.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that. Okay, so...
There's a cat.
Yep. Let's go.
What? Damn, looks like we won't be able to go back. There's more important things to worry about right now. Take a look. The path to the right has a suspicious looking swamp where the path on the left is filled with monsters.
What is this?
Are all humans like this on the inside? Kind of looks like we've got no choice but to take one of these. In any case, we have to go through here to leave.
Hurry.
We're off.
Hell yeah, baby, we got a chest. The balm of life.
I imagine that would be of use.
Let's push through.
Great find. Keep it.
Damn, there's all kinds of treasure in here. Oh shoot, this place hurts us. Oh, we gotta go back. We missed something. Bro, we almost died.
All right. How's that?
Amazing. Great moves back there.
We've been spotted. On your guard.
We strike first.
This is our chance. Forward. Falling back. Nate. Nice.
You hit their weakness.
I shall fight
your
it.
opening,
Seeker!
Captain.
Hack and slash!
That's the last of them. The way's clear.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Is that the end then? We've cleared the way.
Sounds good to me. They saw us. On your toes, everyone.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful. That was brilliant.
Right here.
Oh man, am I gonna have to go backwards just to get that? Oh wow, okay.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while. Amazing! Great moves back there.
I can feel my power growing.
Come on!
Yeah! All right!
Onward.
So apparently...
Looks like we're still inside the belly. I can't believe this is the question I must ask, but where's the butthole? Oh man.
No problem.
It's worm, so I guess we just keep going. Path splits up ahead, but just need to push forward a crystal.
Hurry!
All right. How's that?
They saw us. On your toes, everyone.
Fine. On guard.
Dude, it's like a fish with human legs. What am I looking at?
What was that tactic?
Stroll, your speed's down.
I'll get some distance. Nate! Fire!
You hit their weakness.
Now, what's the play?
That's your opening, Captain.
Give me your aim!
Strike true.
Stroll, you gotta aim better than that.
With blade in hand. Sever!
That'll do. Got it.
Alright. We may as well shatter this crystal while we've got the opportunity.
Let's go.
Let us hurry.
Before we go, let's go get some loot.
They saw us.
All right. How's
On your
that?
toes, everyone.
I must strive to use this power wisely. If you intend to take risks, I might suggest...
Amazing. Great moves back there.
Hurry!
Let's do it.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
That might be of use later. Don't lose focus.
Hell yeah, give me that chest.
Nice.
I love it.
Alright, so we did everything in here. I think we can go... Oh shoot, there's two things up here.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you. Great!
On our way.
Look.
Whoa, the exit's up ahead, but we'll need to defeat this guy. Ready to fight? Let's do it.
To the rear guard. Nate!
Nothing ties a traveler down. After me!
Go! Oh, power of heroes! My blade cuts like the wind, still standing.
I'm all prepared. No, this won't work. Lend me your strength.
Coordination is key!
Fire! 2 remaining.
You can't let
Not
your
bad.
anxieties win now! Come on! The captain's fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him!
Damn, bro, I'm getting jacked up.
Hulkenberg's been burned. If she gets hit, she's in big trouble.
No holding back! Are you well?
That helped.
Thank you. Let justice prevail. Sever! So
Are you
unfazed.
kidding me? That didn't do a thing!
Not good! Not good!
Bro, why are these fools so strong?
Hulkenberg's been burned. If she gets hit, she's in big trouble.
Ice! Stay sharp!
Stroke
Sorry.
again.
You
Burns!
better watch out for any
I
enemy
call
targets.
upon royal power within!
Thanks.
Trust me. It burns. With blade in hand. Not this one.
Let's stay calm. Let's set it up. Not this. Mage! Freeze!
All right, that was a little harder than I anticipated. It's kind of crazy.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
Yeah! All right!
We got here in time. Now we finally escaped the belly of the beast.
You.
Gather around, children. This is the legend of Lord Strahl, who crawled out of the arse of a worm. Straight up.
Huh?
The other one, actually. We have to move.
Damn it.
Damn, the indignity. Yeah, bro, that's incredible. This game is crazy.
Well,
We dealt it with some grave internal damage. It should remain quiet a while. This quiet for a while. This doesn't smell right. Indeed, yet at least the scent may misdirect our foes. No, I didn't mean, well, yes, that's a bit of a stretch too. Looks to me like Morris's tip was likely no good to begin with. You suppose this was a trap? Why trap us when we've come so far to help them? They'd not have posted their bill out in the capital if they weren't desperate for aid. This must be his den, assuming the information about Heisme even being here wasn't false to begin with. We've not come all the way just to turn back now. Let us at least investigate the situation inside. Every region has unique inclement weather to manage. There are sand flashes.
Is all well?
Alright, so this is a good spot to stop, for sure. I'm gonna break. I'm tired. It is my bedtime. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it if you did. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later for more. But for now, you guys have a good night. Adios.